Hi everyone, we are here again for a new lesson, multiplying and dividing one-step equations, and we're still using inverse operation. Our goal for today is to solve multiplication and division equations by using inverse operations. Just a little recap. You know that when you multiply integers with the same sign, the product or the quotient will be positive. And if you divide or multiply integers with different signs, the product or the quotient will be negative. We're going to be using this information, this concept or idea in solving multiplication and division equations. All right, let's start. So we have 2x equals 12, and then we have 3x minus 12. We'll start with the first one. So 2x divided by 12 means that 2 and x means that 2 times x divided by 12. We're going to do the inverse operation. The inverse of multiplication is division. So we'll divide both sides by 2 so that we could isolate the variable x. We'll make it stand by itself. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and then that's going to be x. And then that's going to be 12 divided by 2 gives us 6. And if you look over the signs to double check if what signs we're going to be using, this is positive. By the way, if there is no sign available, it means that's positive. So that's positive 12 and positive 2, same sign. So the answer is positive 6. With or without writing the positive sign is okay. The next one, it says 3 times x equals to negative 21. So we isolate x by dividing both sides by 3. So now x, that's 3 divided by 3 is 1, so that's 1x. 21 divided by 3, we gives us 7. And then if we go check at the sign, that's negative. Without the sign, it's positive. So 2 different signs. Our answer is negative 7. In this case, we have negative 3 times x equals 15, or we usually read as negative 3x equals 15. So we divide both sides by negative 3. We always have to do it on both sides to make the equation equal sign usefully true. So negative 3 divided by negative 3, we know that that's positive 1. So we get 1x. And then 15 divided by 3 says 5. Double checking the sign, that's positive and that's negative. So it's different signs, so the answer is negative. Next, negative 5, both sides. We divide negative 5 for both sides. So negative 5 and negative 5, we divide them, that becomes 1. So x here, right? So negative and negative is positive. You can write positive if you want, but you don't have to. It is the same. So 40 divided by 5 gives us 8. Oh, by the way, happy Earth Day, everyone. Forgot. Next question. This is a division equation. Just to remind you that we're doing inverse operation to redo the problem. So since this is x divided by 5 equals 7, we know that we could undo this by doing the inverse of division, which is multiplication. So here we could just say I multiply this by 5 and I multiply this by 5, just making it complicated. So we know that 5 divided by 5 is 1, so we get and end up with x equals 7 times 5 is 35. Oh, someone is asking how this becomes 1. So that gonna end up with 5x divided by 5. So it becomes 5 divided by 5 equals 1. And double checking the sign, that's positive and it's positive, so it's positive. Well, that is the hard part. I mean, the complicated part. We'll make the shortcut, which everybody loves. Just cross multiply. So x, and over here is 1, so that's just x. And I could just multiply this. 6 and 2 is 12. Then checking the sign, that's positive and that's negative, so that's negative 12. if you want to see if that's correct by just doing that, you're gonna bring negative 12 over here. Negative 12 divided by negative 2. Negative is positive. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So there we go. Our answer is correct. Next question. We'll not make ourselves crazy, so we're just gonna go straight forward to cross multiply. So I'm just gonna cross multiply that. So that's gonna be x equals 30. Checking the sign. Positive and negative, so that's negative. You know that this is x times 1, the denominator here, so that's why it's just x. Shortcut. Next question. I got a shortcut too, but I just want to show you first that with this problem, we could just cross multiply first. I'll just move this here. So we could just cross multiply first. Let's see what's really gonna happen. So I'm gonna cross multiply that. So that gonna gives you 2x. Right? X and 2 is 2x. And I'm gonna cross multiply this. That gonna give us 4. How we know we do the inverse? So that's divide by 2 and divide by 2. That gives you positive and positive. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And there you go. But I want to show you something also. I could erase this first, and we could just do the cross multiply that we've been doing. So if I want to cross multiply that, so I just gonna cross multiply 4 times 1/2. So it's obviously 4 times 1/2. 4 times 1 divided by 2. We could just do mental math for this. And the answer is 2. So that's 4 times 1/2. So you know that's 4 times 1 divided by 2 is... That is not 3, okay? That's 2. There you go. And it's positive and it's positive, so it's positive 2. There's more about this one. You could practice more. We'll work on more. We'll do the what do you call that? The fluency practice. So go to your Google Classroom and work on that multiplying and dividing one-step equations. But I want you to really use inverse operations. And if you have so much question, which I know you are so good, if you don't have any question at all, you could always ask me, okay? Alright, so bye for now, and I'll see you in the Google Classroom. Alright, bye guys. Until next lesson. Bye-bye.